top 5 beautiful places in Qatar people should visit.
Corniche. Any of the beaches. Setareh, the souks. Maybe Pearl and Boulevard, the old port.
Mina district, yeah.
Yes.
And favorite actor?
I have a favorite Bollywood actor.
Okay, who?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Favorite desi dish?
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken? हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। दोस्तों वोकल फॉर लोकल की सीजन 3 के एक और एपिसोड में आपका इस्तकबाल करता हूं। मेरा नाम है वेद और आज मेरे साथ बैठी हैं एक इन्फ्लुएंसर, एक एंटरप्रेन्योर, एक ऐसी शख्सियत जिन्होंने फीफा वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम पे कमाल कर दिया। वेरी एक्टिव ऑन सोशल मीडिया, वेरी एक्टिव in the business industry here in Qatar. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Setareh.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So how long you been to Qatar, Setareh?
I'm here since 1989.
Okay.
Yes.
Long time now.
Yes, more than 30 years now.
You have been experiencing the transformation of Qatar, sir?
Of course. I still do remember that on Corniche, we only had Sheraton.
Okay.
It was only Sheraton. Like the whole space is empty and it was only Sheraton. And eventually we started to have malls, city center, the mall and all the rest. So yeah, I'm there since forever.
Oh my goodness. Fantastic. So Setareh, you're an entrepreneur. See, you do business. You're very active on social media. Recently, Mabruk, you got the Snapchat verification as well.
Thank you.
Mabruk,
Thank you so
Mabruk.
much. Thank you. Allah barak fik.
So if I ask you to describe Setareh as a person, what exactly are you?
That's a very nice question. And the answer to this question is I'm a human. That's all I'm going to say. Because everything else that we spoke prior to the show and the recording, it was all about what do I do, not who am I. Because at the end of the day, a human can do so many things.
Right.
So if you ask me what do you actually do, well, I do have businesses. I'm an engineer, as I told you earlier, engineer by background, and then I used to work in oil and gas industry.
Okay.
I did work for a while, like around 10 years.
Okay.
And then after that, I was like, okay, so where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And before I leave, I did my MBA, so I was kind of prepared to face the market as me as an individual, doing things for me and not working for others.
Right.
Again, we're just going into what do I do, if you ask me that question. Influencer, it just happened that I became active on social media.
Okay.
It was not my plan at all. When I was, basically, let me put it this way.
Okay.
I was in oil and gas. Oil and gas industry is very stressful.
Sir.
There was a time that I realized I have high cholesterol. And yes, I studied health and fitness because I wanted to help myself.
Oh, so you studied, huh?
Yes, I took courses. I mean,
nice.
I didn't go to any university, but the course, whatever course I found that they can first help me as an individual to fix what's happening with me.
Right.
Then it happened that people around me, at first, they thought what I'm doing is funny. But then they realized the change in me. They realized the change in my lifestyle. They realized I don't take the pills anymore. How active I became, physically very active. My food became very different. I stopped eating everything and anything anywhere, you know. It became very, very well, I would say, planned. For a long time, I was doing the meal prep at home. Right. Longest story short, from somebody who was just living a normal life, not knowing what am I eating, I became very careful with the food I'm putting in my body. Okay. Most of the time I was in the gym. And then one of my friends told me, you have good things to share. Why don't you go on social media? Right. And I started posting on social media only about food and healthy breakfast and things like that without even showing my face. Eventually, I showed my face. I shared my fitness program, whatever else I was doing as a very normal person who likes to live healthy. I wouldn't say a guru or a trainer. No. Just a normal person who wants to share experience. That's it. Eventually, because of the way I dress up and the way I look, or the way I put the makeup on, people around me noticed that, okay, you can actually share more about your lifestyle. Right. And at that time, we had very minimal I would say 5 or 6 influencers overall.
Okay.
In Qatar.
In Qatar. Okay.
Yeah. And then every time I suggest, and then at the same time I opened the company as well,
Okay.
which was only social media. Social media was new as well.
Okay.
So we used to do social media management,
Ah.
and then I was one of the people who runs the campaigns. Okay,
So-
so I would suggest this influencer, that influencer, this campaign, la 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 la. Anyhow, clients started to notice me, and they're like, "Why don't you do it?" And then at the same time, I had all of these fitness clients who wanted to give me stuff for free.
So,
Come to my gym. I'll sponsor you with your food. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just start creating content then.
Right,
And I
right.
have to level up my content.
right.
And yeah, so it just started from there. I wasn't even planning to do it.
Wow. So it just happened. It just
It
happened.
happened, yes, and
Fantastic.
it happened because I did have something to give. You know,
So-
it started with my fitness content. I had hashtags, let's go work out, Nabik Sahi, meaning we want you healthy.
Okay.
Nabik Riyadi, we want you, what's that? Riyada is working out.
Okay, okay, okay.
So we want
Exercise, you
you,
want to say.
we want you exercise, we want
So-
you
so-
moving, something like that. That
Okay.
was the hashtag.
Okay. So, what is the strategy basically you put to promote any brand or to create content?
If it's a brand that comes to me for a good that I know it would not match my profile, I wouldn't even accept it.
Right.
That's the first thing. Second thing, if I need to know who are they trying to attract? Is
Right.
this the right audience? Is this only me to be in the campaign? Do we need others in the campaign? Do I need to go on a video and explain?
Okay.
Is only having a picture fine? So it really depends on what the product is.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I look at it, I'm a project manager.
So,
I look at it as a project. Okay, so
Okay.
this is my project. How do I want to achieve the goal?
Right.
So first defining the goal and then
okay.
looking
so,
at how to create and deliver the content basically.
So, how do you determine the most effective or appropriate social media platform?
In Qatar, Snapchat is
Okay.
the first.
Okay.
TikTok is the second in terms of influence.
Okay. Okay.
Influence.
Okay.
The reach is very different. The reach is YouTube, TikTok, and then the rest.
Okay.
Yes. But when you speak
Instagram is not nowhere. Like third number is Instagram.
Instagram is kind of third now.
Okay,
Yes, it's
okay.
not the first anymore.
Ah, okay.
Yes, it's not the first. Even in terms of promoted posts, if you want to promote a post, it would do much better in TikTok and Snapchat,
Okay.
but not as good as Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
So
This
your
is,
priority
you
is
have to
Snapchat. Ah.
Yeah, so you have to know where are you posting. Like if you are posting, let's say in Iran, Snapchat is nowhere.
Okay.
People just use the filters.
Okay.
They do not really use it for promoting
same. Though I'm
See?
from India, but my same mentality. You know, I use only for the filters.
Yeah, but the locals, they love Snapchat. People watch stories on Snapchat, and
Okay.
a lot of people don't even skip on Snapchat because they want to listen. They like the storytelling. I know so many people, they drive to work, they're listening because one influencer is talking about what happened to her today. I don't know if it's makeup tutorial, then okay, there are skips. But some girls would like to know how is she drawing her eyebrows. So let me learn, you know?
Right. Oh, so Snapchat number 1, TikTok number 2, and Instagram number 3.
For promoting.
For promoting.
Yeah, for
okay,
promoting.
okay.
These are the best. Yes.
Very nice. And
Yeah.
also you got the Snapchat verification. So how
Yes.
did this happen?
I emailed them.
Okay.
They replied me. They interviewed me, and that's
Oh,
it. It
Mabruk.
happened. Thank you.
Mabruk.
Thank you.
Like every day, you know, it's not like every day you have a campaign, right? There are days where you don't have campaigns. So how do you engage with your audience then?
Living me, just living what I do. I go to office. What I eat, what I wear, where I shop. Friends, so many of my followers know my friends, and what I do with so I have Arab followers and non-Arab followers, Arab friends and non-Arab friends.
Okay.
So the non-Arab friends, because they're kind of easier to be present on social media with their faces. So I started calling them by the name of their fathers, like Ente Bint.
Okay.
Like you. What's your father's name?
Pradeep.
Pradeep. Okay, so Wild Pradeep.
Okay.
So I call them Bint
أيوة.
Jorge, like one of
Bent
my friends.
Mohammed.
Bent, yeah. So
Okay.
I don't have Muhammad because they're foreigners, right?
Okay.
So now when I speak on social media about somebody without even saying their names, it's funny that people already remember this girl. The name of
Nice,
the
nice.
name of her father is
So-
such and such. So
it's really nice.
it's like making them to live with me.
Right.
However, I have to be very careful to show enough, but not a lot. Yeah, like what I eat, what my mom cooked today, what's my favorite, I don't know, dish, or, you know, just trying to
regular
have
stuff.
them. Yeah, try to have them seeing my life from the angle I want them to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you love the most about this beautiful country?
People are very humble, okay? When you actually know them, right? They're
Right.
very respectful,
Sir.
extremely respectful. And if you do not know who they are in terms of their culture, you would feel like they're not friendly. No, their nose is like so high in the sky. No, but then actually when you know them, you'll feel like these people are just respectful. It's out of respect.
Sir.
The way they speak to you is not because they're arrogant. No. It's because they're respecting you. And that's something that I learned not only from Arabs, it's all over the place.
Okay.
I see respect.
Okay.
I see a lot of respect everywhere, and that's something I love about them. And not only respect amongst people in society, even inside their families, like the respect they have for their elders, the respect they have for their parents. We don't really have that in Iran, you know. We do respect our parents,
Sir.
but at the end of the day, I'm an individual and I have my own say.
Sir.
But the level of respect I see in families in Qatar, or Arabs generally speaking in GCC,
Right.
that's something I really, really like.
Oh,
I
wow.
really like. You cannot measure this.
Right, absolutely. And during FIFA World Cup, it's like iconic stuff which happened in Qatar. And now Qatar is in global map.
Yeah.
You know, number one World Cup,
True.
as Gianni Infantino also mentioned a lot of times. So what was the best moment for you during World Cup?
I
The
think
best moment,
I
yeah.
think the opening.
Opening ceremony,
The
yeah.
opening. The opening was beautiful. It was a dream came true.
Right.
With having all of the VIPs
Sure.
and, you know, the T-shirts that they passed. Unbelievable. I just loved it. I mean, you could sense it's
Sure.
at first. So I'm tearing
Yeah,
up.
you got emotional.
The father is there. The son is there.
So,
The dream is true.
right,
And you have a T-shirt
right.
with the signature on it.
Exactly.
The bigger message there is that if you dream and you work on it, it will happen. To be the brains tomorrow.
So,
Even if you go to very big organizations these days, previously it used to be on very top is a Western running everything.
so,
Nowadays, the one on top, okay, might be one or two, but still, so many people on top are the locals who are the generation that came out with the changes happened.
right.
Why is that? Because after the infrastructure was the education.
So,
The education scene grown so much and so fast.
right.
And then after that was the sports, okay? Because these pillars are extremely important in any country. And thank God we live in a country which they believe that these pillars are so important.
Sure.
And they really invested in them. Infrastructure is good, but you need people who have the brain
Sure.
to build and use and develop and plan and see future.
So,
They did the education. Education is good. Okay, let's fix it.
Okay.
We need the sports. Not only be active. I do remember like probably 12, 20 years, whatever years ago, more than 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it wasn't like this. We didn't have this much of gyms. Now you go to
Yeah.
this place, you see, a gym in a mall. And then you come out, you see a very big gym and you can see the treadmills from the road that you're
Yes,
driving in. It's different now. It's very different now. So how do I see it? amazing. These are very important pillars that are supported and funded by the government.
Right.
And I am extremely happy and lucky to live here.
Wow.
That's how I see it.
Fantastic. So, Setareh, now, you're a lot of times you're on social media, right?
Yeah.
How do you deal with negative comments or like...
I laugh.
You love that?
Yeah.
You love negative comments?
No, I laugh at it.
I laugh.
Yeah, I just laugh at it because so many people think if I go to this account and I say such and such, she will be affected.
Ah, okay.
You will be surprised. I have people coming to places that I go to because they think with their appearance there, I will be upset.
Okay.
But I don't see you. I do not see you. I can see that a person which I know who thinks will annoy me is there, but I don't see you because to me you don't exist.
Okay.
It's the same thing with the comment. Like she puts this, like 2 days ago, there was a lady, she said, I don't understand why you use filters. You don't have any self-confidence? Is that the case?
Okay.
I replied, no, I don't have any self-confidence. And I screenshot and I put it on my story, and people are like, why you are replying? I'm like, because this is a funny question she's asking. Why you're using a filter? Because I like the filter.
So,
I just like the filter.
So now, Setareh, because you've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
So you can suggest, you're the right person to suggest top 5 beautiful places in Qatar people should visit.
Corniche. The beautiful, the walking path that it's beautifully created for walking. Or even riding. So Corniche is the first for me. Any of the beaches. Beaches in Qatar are beautiful. We do have, we have ladies' beaches. We have
family beaches. We
have beaches with white sand. We have so many places with beaches.
Right.
So when you go to a place which is next to the sea, you have to go and see the beach, right?
Right.
Second.
Third.
The third would be the third would be you're counting better. Probably Qatar. Qatar is it was built to pass the culture.
So.
Every space you go, you will see. Oh, what does this mean? And there is an explanation.
Okay.
And then I think the fourth would come the souks. Souk Waqf, the one in Wakra and the one
Souk Waqf in Doha.
The main one. It's nice to see, of course. And in any country you go, you have to see their old bazaars, right? It's full of heritage and culture.
Right.
And of course, because so many of them are Iranians, so I have to mention it, right? Maybe Pearl and Boulevard are places to see back to back. Like go to the beach, have lunch in the Pearl. At night, go to the boulevard. Yes, but I'm not a person. I'm not a city person.
Okay.
I'm more like a, nature person.
Okay.
So that's why I was like beach, sea, because you get the buildings anywhere.
So.
But of course, it's beautiful to see the colorful places in the Pearl.
Right.
Yeah. When I had my guests during the World Cup, I made sure they go there and see the colorful places. Oh, and Mina, the old port.
Mina district, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these places are nice to see during the day, of course.
Right, during the day, yeah.
I think they're picturable.
Instagrammable, Snapchatable.
Instagrammable, yes. But, yeah.
And Setareh, Qatar is like a open air museum. You see, there are a lot of art installations in and around Qatar. Few of them, would you like to mention which one is your favorite? Like there's a shark at Lucille Boulevard.
The very first thing you come to Qatar, you see it in the airport, right?
Right, the bear.
The bear.
Yeah.
And then if you do have time and you are leaving, again, you have so many others while you are leaving.
Yeah.
The one you mentioned now, the shark, and you know the story of it, right? They installed it because the species is about to die, so they have to have a sign for it. And anywhere you go, whatever they installed, although they're expensive, but they hold messages. And since they do have messages, and messages are very beautiful, I would only say I would suggest to people to read about them. Because if you don't read about them, you will be like,
why it is there? What's the significance of? Yeah, exactly.
What is this yellow thing? What is this wooden thing? What is this shark? It's ugly. because I heard this, right?
Okay.
If you know about it, then you can easily explain and actually defend that. Okay, listen, this is here and this is the reason.
And Setareh, so there are a lot of also negativity about Qatar before, right? You also must read about a lot of stuff. Now, what would your message to everyone who watching this interview about Qatar?
I want to say, do not judge before you come in.
Sir.
Yeah, just as I said, the respect that you get, you cannot buy, you cannot sense, you cannot weigh,
Right.
until you actually feel.
Sir.
It goes with everything else, with the infrastructure, with the places to go, with the food to eat. You have to experience it until you can actually say, I like it or I dislike it. If you don't try, you will never know.
Come and experience.
Experience it.
Come and visit Qatar
Come
and
visit
experience
Qatar.
by yourself.
Yes.
And then tell.
Yes, because it's really worth it. It's really worth it. I am sure people who came in for World Cup, although it wasn't enough time to see places because of the games happening and all of the, places were kind of for proper logistics.
Sir.
That a lot of places were kind of closed. It wasn't the best time to see things because of the crowd. However, they all loved it.
They all loved it. Yeah.
I did not see a single person who disliked it.
Right. Absolutely.
People
yes.
loved it. My guests, they all said, I did not expect that I will love Qatar this much.
Oh, wow.
Because of the things they used to hear, right? It's
Okay.
a small country, so many other things.
So, how do you multitask? How do you manage your time? Like, you're also working, doing promotions on social media, plus you have your own company. So, how do you manage all of this?
Calendar, notes. So I have my phone is the most important thing in my life, and then I have notebooks that I write my tasks, and I do have a PA.
Okay.
So it can't happen if I don't have a person to help, and reminders and digital reminders and notebooks to know exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm a person who remembers if I write. I have to write.
Okay, nice.
I
That's
have
a
to
good
write
habit.
things. Yeah, I have to write things so I remember. So time management is doable if you want to do it.
Sir.
Yeah. But again, I don't think I'm giving enough time to my family.
Right.
Because of all of the things I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's why Friday is the holiday for me. Like it's really for my family.
Okay.
Like I have to do the prayer. I have to have lunch with them.
So now let's move to rapid fire.
Sure.
So the quick one, huh?
Okay, yalla.
1, 2, 3. Rapid fire with Setareh. So who inspired you to become an influencer?
A friend of mine.
How do you balance authenticity and sponsored content?
I try to be fair. Basically, I really try to be fair. So I try to post things which people would like to see and not get bored. And of course, because I have to make money, I post the sponsored as well.
Okay, favorite movie?
The Notebook.
And favorite actor?
I don't have one.
Okay, favorite Bollywood movie?
I have a favorite Bollywood actor.
Okay, who?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay, cool.
What? Like the way he acts is what matters, right? That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
absolutely,
like, the way
yeah.
he
I love
cries,
Shah Rukh Khan.
I like drama, so the way he cries is amazing. So
Oh, so you love to see
of course, love is
men
story
cry.
crying.
Okay, favorite Bollywood song if you have Bollywood
no,
song?
unfortunately, I don't recall.
Favorite Arab song?
Arab song.
Yeah. Wadalla, yatab, wadalla.
Nancy, no. My favorite is from a singer called Majd al-Muhandis.
Okay.
And I basically, because I like words which gives you nice power, right? Which makes you feel good. And he has a song which says Enti Amira اسم على مسمى, which basically means you are a princess, and your name is a prince, Amira, which is princess, and this name is given to you properly because you are a real princess.
Ah, nice song.
Yeah, I like that one.
So favorite food?
Food or cuisine?
Cuisine, okay.
Cuisine. My favorite cuisine is definitely Irani.
Irani cuisine.
Yes.
Favorite Friday snack or lunch?
I don't know anything with rice.
Okay, like a biryani?
We have our own version of things with rice.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Irani one is khorosht karafs.
Okay.
It's a green stew with the meat.
Okay.
With rice.
Favorite desi dish, if you have? Desi yani Indian, Pakistani, any dish?
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken? Everyone loves butter chicken.
Yeah, it's nice, no?
Okay, favorite place, hangout place in Qatar?
Hangout place. I don't know, maybe Vanda Mall. I like Vanda Mall.
Vanda Mall.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Setareh, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It's really fun. And inshallah, next season also, I would love to invite you with more questions, more
Inshallah.
deep conversation about you.
Inshallah.
And the format will do some different format next season.
Inshallah.
So, at the end, what's your message to all the listeners of FM 107, Dil Se Desi?
I would say know yourself first, because so many of us, we do not know ourselves.
Sir.
We do not know what is inside us, but we are trying to fix other people, other situations, other nations, things around us. You cannot move from you to others unless you know what is here.
Oh.
So you know yourself. If you need to be fixed, fix yourself. If you have traumas, if you have complexes, if you have childhood issues, fix them first.
Right.
Because you come out, you will have marriages, you will have babies, you will have colleagues, you will have, I don't know, social media, you will have cameramen. Everybody around you and everything around you will be affected.
Right.
So first know yourself and then go outside. Know yourself, fix yourself. It's down deep inside you, which
Sir.
needs to be known by you
Okay.
before anybody else. So this is kind of the beginning, and it comes in only one word, which is awareness. Be aware and be aware of yourself
First.
before anything else.
Right. What a beautiful message. Sitareh, thank you very,
You're
very
most
much.
welcome. Thanks to
And
you.
How's your experience with RJ Ved?
Oh, do I have to lie again? It was a great conversation, I would say, between us. And thanks to you, and thanks for creating beautiful content. I have to say this before we end this. I came to know you from TikTok.
Okay.
And I was so happy because I always used to tell my Qatari famous influencers, why don't you start collaborating with somebody who speaks Urdu, somebody who speaks Tagalog, because these people,
Sir.
they do not have a person who speaks their language.
Sir.
We speak Arabic, we speak English on our platforms. They
Right.
do not understand.
Sir.
So how can I promote a coffee place to an Indian guy?
Right.
This guy will not understand me.
Sir.
He was, what is she saying? I don't know. I'm just looking at her and she's drinking coffee. But
Right.
so you were one of the people that I'm like, I am happy. I don't know what is he doing. He's dancing. He's, I don't know, creating crowd around him, but he's doing something.
Sir.
And always it starts somewhere. So
Somewhere.
you did it. You did it. And I didn't know that you are a radio person. I had no clue who you are.
Okay.
I just saw one of it was in Vandamas. I don't know what you were doing. You gathered people. I don't know what you were doing exactly.
Okay,
because
okay.
you were speaking Urdu. I
Okay.
didn't get it exactly.
Okay.
But this was the first thing I did. I saw. And then I followed you. Because I basically liked it. You are a person who's creating very straight, important content, I would say, for Urdu speakers.
Sir.
Or it's Urdu,
Urdu,
mainly, right?
Hindi, yes. Urdu, Hindi.
Urdu speakers.
Yeah.
So
Great. It's
Well
too
done.
much.
Well
Too
done.
much. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Your words means a lot to me. Thank you very much, Setareh.
FM 107, Dil Se Desi.